What was westward expansion? Westward expansion was a time in American history from around the year 1800 to 1890. Before 1800, the country we now call the United States of America was much smaller than it is now. Back then, most of the colonists lived in the eastern part of the nation. But over time, people began moving westward towards the Pacific Ocean. As people moved and settled the West, the country expanded or grew bigger. That's why we call it westward expansion. Westward expansion began in 1803, when President Thomas Jefferson bought a whole bunch of land west of the Mississippi River from France. This was called the Louisiana Purchase. A few years later, a couple of guys we call Lewis and Clark went on a 2-year adventure from St. Louis, Missouri, all the way to what is now the state of Oregon. After that, more and more people became interested in going west. Many people followed the Oregon Trail and settled in the Northwest, and some followed the California Trail to California during the gold rush because they hoped to find lots of gold and get rich. Over time, America got more and more territory, or land, as it expanded, and by 1890, the U.S. government decided that the settlement was finished. Sadly, as white settlers moved west, the Native Americans who originally lived in those territories were forced to leave. This was very hard for the Native Americans, and there was lots of fighting. Many Native Americans died during this time. Yes, this was a time of great sadness in America's history. Yet, it was also a time of great growth for the country and for businesses. Just as the country was expanding, lots of businesses and industries were also getting bigger. During the westward expansion period, lots of important inventions were created. These inventions, or technological advancements, were tools and machines that could help people travel and work faster or make and ship more goods. Some of these advancements were the cotton gin, which made it easier to remove the seeds from cotton plants, the steamboat and steam locomotive, which made traveling and shipping goods much easier and faster, and the telegraph, which made communicating with people far away much easier. As a result of these inventions, businesses could expand and make more money. As you can see, westward expansion was a busy time for our country. The United States got new land, new technology, and new industries.